re-see themselves, people re-understand themselves by looking at these images.
So we're out here in the corner of Broadview and Girard today with Michelle Gibson and John Beebe, photographers. Great project called Beeing Toronto. And our role here today as diversity and inclusion consultants and trainers is to talk to people about diversity in Toronto, how they feel about it, what their experience is living and working in Toronto. And we all know that Toronto is a diverse city, but is it inclusive? Does it feel inclusive? Do people feel like they belong here?
We know that Toronto is a diverse city, but is it inclusive?
No, not totally, I don't think. I think there's still a lot of racism and prejudice.
No, I don't think most people feel included because, again, you're not represented. And if you're not represented, how can you feel included?
Look, you know, the diversity in the city of Toronto, not only do we get to eat in so many different places, we get to know people and their true value.
Each person's experience is different according to their background or their culture. I know that some people have been disappointed. Other people are very happy to be here.
I'm not certain. I would imagine so. I guess on the surface, it's easier for me to say that being a white male Canadian.
A lot of my friends are in same-sex marriages, and that's at a different stage of evolution, I think, than people perhaps, you know, accepting a person of South Asian descent in the workplace, or, you know, there's different barriers there.
When you look at the, you know, upper levels of management, so on and so forth, it tends to be the diversity lesson. Whereas, you know, when you have more so kind of like, I guess, bottom of the ladder, so to speak, such as, you know, secretaries, administrative assistants, even the cleaners, then you kind of notice. But you do see the inequality as well.
People put barriers between, you know, races and culture and tradition, and they kind of afraid to know. They don't want to know, you know. They just take the stereotypes.
People look down on me, call me a punk, they call me street trash because of the way I dress, but I'm not like that. If they actually stop and talk and get to know me, they would know that I'm not like that, and that I'm a completely different person if they would just listen.
If I know where you're coming from, I can understand you better, right? What my parents tell me of you may not be who you are.
For me, it was absolutely amazing to actually feel what the street has to say about diversity, has to say about inclusiveness.
They were really, really excited to see who is being photographed, who are these people. You know, some people even said, "It's my neighbor, this is someone I know, I've seen this person." And I felt like there was like a sense of community happening in that corner.